Good evening, Rabbi. So we're up to Maror. The Maror, you have a mitzvah to eat lettuce. This is the Gemara Masechet Pesachim. The Flametet says that what is Maror is Hazeret. What's Hazeret? Hasa. Hasa means lettuce. So the Gemara says we have to eat lettuce. Like a zayit, lettuce, the person should weigh it before so he knows what he looks like. And he has to give each person Maror. We go and we dip it in the haroset. And then we make the bracha, the leader makes the bracha of ala achilat maror. We say, Sheki Disham Islam Mitzvah ala achilat maror, even though it's Mitzvah de Rabbanan today, we don't want Korech Pesach, but we have to eat a kazait of maror. And we do not do this leaning. If somebody made a mistake and he was leaning to the left while eating maror, he still fulfilled the mitzvah. But leaning is royalty. Maror is to remember the bitterness. So they don't go together. So therefore, that's why there's no obligation to lean. But after this, we have Korech. Korech is to wrap the matzah, the maror with the haroset, and to eat it together. If we had the meat from Korech Pesach, so the meat was supposed to be there too, and we eat it all together, as the pasuk says, matzot al-me'urim yechiruhu. As the pasuk says, you have to eat all them together. Literally, Hillel says you have to wrap them mamash together. You only fulfill the mitzvah of matzah and maror together, wrapped at the same time. Even though the Gemara says that the Chachamim argued on Hillel, but the halacha, we keep the halacha like Hillel also. We do both. We do separately, and then we also wrap it together. You have to take kazait of maror with the haroset, kazait of masam, and you have to wrap them. You have to eat them together, leaning. It's important that you have to lean during korech, because if you don't lean, then you have to go and eat korech again. And by motzi matzah, I forgot to mention, by motzi matzah, the Rosh writes that when you have the matzot together, you have three matzot, we said. The top two matzot, the top one and the middle one, the broken one, is for the al achilat matzah. And the three together, you need the third one, that's a whole one for motzi matzah. So therefore, since you're making two brachot, motzi matzah and al achilat matzah, so you're going to go and eat a kazai, preferably from the top one and from the middle one. But everyone else who was on the table, it's enough if they can eat also two from the matzahs you made, for you made the blessing on, good. If not, they can eat only one. But the third matzah, why the third matzah? This matzah we're going to use for korech. So that's where you use the third matzah for the korech, the sandwich we just described. And then finally we have the shulchan orech, everybody's favorite part, shulchan orech. But really, halacha says that a person should make one abed. He should make very little food for shulchan orech. You're going to eat maybe two kezeitot by motzi matzah. You're going to eat kazayit maror. You're going to eat another kazayit maror with matzah, another kazayit matzah by korech. And then you have to have room for another kazayit or two kazaitot by fikoman. So how much can you eat already? What is there to eat on Pesach night? So therefore a person should tell his wife, don't make so much food, shulchan orech. We'll have one dish for the sake of the Yom Tov, and that's it. You also have to eat the egg. There's a minhag to eat the egg, and zecher la korban chagiga, or the Ramah says it's avilut. We're remembering the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. The poskim say that if whatever day of the week Pesach is, that's the same day of the week is going to be Tisha B'Av. So therefore, if it's going to be Monday night, so Monday night is going to be Tisha B'Av also. So therefore, a person hopefully will be the building of the Beit HaMikdash already. But the idea is that you have to eat the egg, you have to eat matzah, you have to eat maror. There's a lot of food, so therefore there's no room, no reason for it to make a lot of food. It's asur to make a lot of food. Why? Because if you eat too much, then what happens? You're not going to be able to do afikoman. Afikoman has to be eaten ala sova, has to be the last thing you eat. You have to eat it with desire. If you stuff yourself for afikoman, you don't fulfill the mitzvah. So therefore, a person has to gauge. He has to gauge how much room he has. He has to come with desire for to eat matzah and the mitzvot, but he has to not get full on shulchan orech, because then you're not going to be able to do afikoman. There's a nice story. The Gemara Pesachim says, Daf Membed, about Rav Matna. Rav Matna was in the city of Paponia, and he gave him a lecture. And he told him how to make masah. He says, for masah, you have to use maim shelanu. Maim shelanu means water that rested overnight. It's not too cold, it's not too hot, it's room temperature. That way, the 18 minutes is going to be 18 minutes, not going to become hametz faster. So then the Gemara says that the next day, everybody came to his house. He opened the door, he saw everybody standing with buckets. He says, what is this? He says, Rabbi, you said we need to use maim shelanu in the shiur. Maim shelanu means your water. So we came to use your water for the masah. He says, no, maim shelanu doesn't mean my water. It means water that rested overnight. They didn't understand what he meant. Maim shelanu also in Hebrew means my water, our water. So you see how they had such faith in the rabbi. Rabbi said, I have to use his water? Okay, so I'll use his water no matter what. Why does it make a difference, my water? Rabbi said. You see in Pesach how many people call the rabbi for halacha questions. Rabbi, is this allowed? Is not allowed? Like this, like that? How do I do that? And whatever the rabbi says, that's what we do. You should know that's a big lesson that all your life it's supposed to be like that. Whenever you ask business, whenever you ask shalom bayit, whenever you ask about other halachot, you should also say, okay, Rabbi, whatever you say, that's what we're going to do. How come during Pesach you say amen, amen, yeah, Rabbi, whatever you say, but in the other things, no, Rabbi, listen, I don't know about that, I don't agree about that. So therefore, a person has to have faith in the Rabbi in Pesach. He should have faith in the Rabbi all year round. Baruch Adonai Olam, amen, amen.